The gods have a fate for all of us.
Our first video on underrated fantasy series racked up over 300,000 views, and the comment section turned into a full-on battleground. You all had opinions, and we loved it. So we're back with 10 more fantasy gems you might have missed.
I'm not walking away now.
What the gods are?
If you missed part 1, we'll drop the link in the comments so you can check it out after this. Let the debate begin again. Number 10, Lunanera, Netflix.
Se ci trovano qui per noi alla fine.
Set in 17th century Italy and drenched in Gothic atmosphere, Lunanera follows a teenage girl named Ada, who discovers she's descended from a secret line of witches. After being accused of sorcery, she flees her village and is taken in by a hidden coven of women, fighting back against brutal witch hunters known as the Benandanti. What unfolds is a tale of ancient prophecies, forbidden love, and a rising rebellion against patriarchal power. Based on the novels by Tiziana Triana and created by an all-female team, this Italian-language fantasy series mixes folklore, dark magic, and feminist resistance into something haunting and unique. It only ran for 1 season with 6 episodes, but the world-building, eerie visuals, and slow-burn mystery make it worth a watch, especially for fans of historical fantasy with a dark edge. Number 9, The Outpost, Prime Video.
If even one black blood escapes, this is all for nothing.
Set on the edge of a collapsing civilization, The Outpost follows Talon, the last surviving member of a race called the Black Bloods. After her village is destroyed by mercenaries, she travels to a lawless fortress at the end of the world to hunt those responsible, but ends up discovering she has mysterious powers tied to ancient portals and demonic realms. Over 4 seasons and 49 episodes, the show builds a world full of political scheming, magical lore, and evolving alliances. There's a little bit of everything here: sword fights, dark rituals, secret bloodlines, and reluctant heroes. While the budget was clearly tight, The Outpost leans into its campy charm and underdog vibe, growing more confident as it goes. If you love scrappy fantasy with magic, monsters, and a badass female lead, this one's a hidden gem. Number 8, Atlantis, Prime Video.
Who are you? Jason.
If you're craving sword fights, monsters, and Greek myth with a BBC twist, Atlantis delivers. This British fantasy series throws a modern-day man named Jason into the heart of ancient Atlantis, a city ruled by gods, kings, and power-hungry queens. Alongside the legendary Hercules and a young Pythagoras, Jason battles through a reimagined world of minotaurs, oracles, curses, and palace intrigue. Think Merlin meets Clash of the Titans, but with more humor and mythological mashups. With a solid cast and surprisingly ambitious set pieces, it's an adventurous ride that doesn't take itself too seriously. The show ran for 2 seasons with 25 episodes before being canceled, but it builds an immersive world of destiny, betrayal, and epic quests. It's a must-watch for fans of mythic fantasy with a British flair. Number 7, Britannia.
You have no power, not anymore.
Britannia is a bold, bloody, and bizarre historical fantasy set during the Roman invasion of Britain in 43 AD. The story follows General Aulus, a ruthless Roman leader who believes the only way to conquer the tribes is to conquer their gods. That pits him against a wild mix of Celtic warriors, mystical druids, and a young girl named Kate, who may be the key to the island's fate. The show leans hard into psychedelic visuals, dark rituals, and unpredictable power plays, giving it a uniquely offbeat vibe. It ran for 3 seasons from 2018 to 2021 before being canceled, ending on a wild cliffhanger. If you're into ancient magic, brutal warfare, and fantasy that doesn't play it safe, Britannia is a wild ride worth taking, even if it never got a proper ending. Number 6, Being Human, Prime Video.
Josh and Aiden work in a hospital. The women have it bad for Aiden. Josh just has it bad.
You talk to me again, it's your ass.
In this British supernatural dramedy, a vampire, a werewolf, and a ghost try to live normal lives while sharing a flat in Bristol, and later, Barry Island. Being Human balances horror, humor, and heartbreak as these 3 unlikely housemates wrestle with their monstrous natures, dark pasts, and complicated relationships. From resisting bloodlust to navigating afterlife bureaucracy, It's all about what it means to be human when you're anything but. The show is packed with sharp writing, emotional stakes, and some surprisingly deep existential questions. It ran for 5 seasons from 2009 to 2013, totaling 37 episodes, and even survived multiple cast changes while still holding on to its heart. If you're into genre-bending TV with soul, sarcasm, and serious lore, Being Human is a hidden gem worth sinking your teeth into. Number 5. Gallivant, Hulu. Gallivant is a hilarious, high-camp musical fantasy that dares to ask, what if the Princess Bride and Monty Python had a baby, and it could sing? The story follows Sir Gallivant, a washed-up knight on a quest to reclaim his lost love from a petty, clueless king. Along the way, there are singing monks, pirate kings, magical therapists, evil wedding planners, and one very suspicious lizard. Created by Dan Fogelman with music by Alan Menken, Gallivant breaks into full Broadway-style songs every few minutes, and somehow makes it work. The show ran for 2 seasons from 2015 to 2016, totaling 18 episodes, before being canceled way too soon. If you like your fantasy with sharp satire, catchy tunes, and ridiculous plot twists, Gallivant is a truly underrated gem that earns its spot in fantasy comedy royalty. Number 4. The Dragon Prince, Netflix.
Moonshadow elves are dangerous elite fighters.
Can't you just make peace with them?
The Dragon Prince is an epic animated fantasy series set in the magical world of Xadia, where elves, dragons, and humans are divided by centuries of conflict. The story follows 2 human princes, Callum and Ezrin, and the Moonshadow elf assassin, Rayla, as they try to return a stolen dragon egg to its mother and bring peace to their war-torn world. With its rich lore, diverse characters, and sharp storytelling, the series blends high fantasy adventure with emotional depth. Created by Aaron Ehash, a head writer on Avatar: The Last Airbender, it delivers powerful themes around legacy, love, and sacrifice. The show ran for 7 seasons from 2018 to 2024, totaling 63 episodes, and became one of Netflix's most acclaimed fantasy originals. If you're craving political drama, magic battles, and dragons with actual personality, The Dragon Prince is an essential watch. Number 3. Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency, AMC+.
You're going to die! Let her go!
This wild, genre-bending series follows the eccentric, holistic detective, Dirk Gently, and his reluctant sidekick, Todd, as they unravel mind-bending mysteries using the belief that everything in the universe is connected. Based on Douglas Adams' cult novels, the show is packed with time travel, body swaps, secret government programs, and violent soul-eating vampires. Seriously. With an offbeat tone that blends black comedy, sci-fi, and fantasy, the series is as chaotic as it is compelling. Samuel Barnett and Elijah Wood bring great chemistry to the leads, while the supporting cast is just as bizarre and memorable. Dirk Gently ran for 2 seasons from 2016 to 2017, totaling 18 episodes, before being canceled, much to the dismay of its devoted fanbase. It's weird, it's witty, and completely one of a kind. Number 2. Legion, Hulu.
No, I can't. You're the key.
Legion is a mind-bending, visually stunning psychological thriller based on the Marvel Comics character, David Haller. Created by Noah Hawley, the show stars Dan Stevens as David, a young man diagnosed with schizophrenia, who discovers he might actually be one of the most powerful mutants alive. The series breaks every rule of traditional storytelling, using surreal visuals, nonlinear timelines, and layered symbolism to dive deep into the fractured mind of its protagonist. As David joins a team of fellow mutants and battles a malevolent force known as the Shadow King, the show explores themes of mental illness, identity, and power in wildly creative ways. Legion ran for 3 seasons with a total of 27 episodes, concluding its story in 2019. It's a bold, daring, and unforgettable series that challenges your perception with every episode. Number 1. Misfits, Hulu.
What is that?
Misfits is a wildly original British sci-fi dramedy that follows a group of young offenders sentenced to community service who gain superpowers after a freak electrical storm. But instead of becoming heroes, their powers reflect their inner struggles, like invisibility for a shy loner or time travel triggered by regret. Set in gritty South London, the show blends dark comedy, sharp social commentary, and absurd supernatural chaos with a refreshingly grounded tone. From immortality to body swapping, the powers are weird and unpredictable, just like the characters. With snappy writing and standout performances, especially from Robert Sheehan and Iwan Rheon, Misfits manages to be hilarious, heartbreaking, and thrilling all at once. It ran for 5 seasons between 2009 and 2013, with a total of 37 episodes, and remains a cult favorite for fans of edgy, unconventional superhero stories. And that's 10 more underrated fantasy series you need on your radar.
The key to what? Winning the war?
If we missed one of your favorites, let us know in the comments. We know you will. The first video turned into a full-on comment section battle, and we're ready for round 2. If you haven't seen part 1, the link's in the comments, so you can binge both. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you're into deep cuts and fantasy gold. See you in the chaos below and on the couch.